What's up? It's your boy Rhino back with another booty clapping, ass smacking, ball tagging episode of the Lowlife podcast. I am going to be joined today by Roth Cycle Solutions. He's going to be our giveaway sponsor for April. Made a sick ass sissy bar. Real talented guy. So looking forward to that interview. First, I got a little light housekeeping. So, we got Steel City Blacksmithing is this month's giveaway sponsor. That's March. He's giving away. Where is it? Where did I put that? Did somebody steal that shit? Oh, I put it over there. It peens. It cleans. It doesn't clean, but it's clean. It peens. It's clean. Steel City Blacksmithing. Josh, he's our boy. He's doing a giveaway. This thing is so nice. The stainless steel is polished. It's just like, feels so good in the hand, but you can only win it if you're a fucking giveaway level supporter on Patreon. So get on over to Patreon, sign up to be a hood rat. I'm going to draw this next week, I think. I have to look at a calendar, but pretty sure it's next week. So get in on that. Get in on that too, because I'm making some motherfucking videos for y'all. I'm going to be doing, I've been recording everything I'm doing to the Softail. I did, fabricated a sissy bar all by myself out of stainless steel. I did wheel bearings, tire mounting, fucking cleaning up the frame, welding in fucking tank bungs, rear fender mount. It's all applicable to hardtails, softails. It's been fucking challenging getting that footage. You know what I mean? Because I'm not that great of a fabricator. I'm not like that great of a bike builder. So I'm sweating my ass off, bro. And I'm trying to get it in when I can. I don't got a lot of fucking time. So I'm just like, you know what? I'm just going to fucking hit record and let it go and see what we get. So sign up for Patreon. I'm going to be dropping that. Hopefully by the end of this month, I'm going to be dropping some episodes. Next thing I want to talk about is our show, the Reviver Show. May 24th, Saturday, May 24th is Memorial Day weekend. Not ideal, or it is ideal. I don't know if it's a pro or a con yet, but we're going to find out. But that's going to be at the new Harley-Davidson dealership, 100 Technology Drive in Hooksett, New Hampshire. Brand new fucking spot. I had a flurry of invited builders respond today. We're bringing some heat, boys. That showroom is going to get burnt the fuck down. They're going to build it up. We're going to have the show, and then it's going to get burnt the fuck down because we got some heat from the Northeast. I'm really excited about it. If you liked any of our other shows that we put on, if you liked the Lowlife Lowdown, you're going to love the Reviver Show. It's going to be 10 times the show. It's going to be 10 pounds of lightning in a 5-pound sack, bro. We're going to have a main show inside in the showroom, dude. Spotlight down on your bike. It's going to be looking pretty. The floors aren't even going to have fucking scuff marks on them yet. Brand new place. And we're going to have a riding show. And we're going to have an organized ride. I'm working out the details on that. But we're going to have a ride that starts somewhere. And it's going to end up at the Reviver Show for noon when we start. So if you want to get in to the main show, send pics of your bike or whatever to Rhino at thelowlifepodcast.com. DM us on Instagram, Facebook, or OnlyFans. It's the only way you can submit your bike. If you want to be a vendor, reach out. Same shit. It's free to vend. You're not going to lose any money. You just have to, it's just waste of your time if you don't sell anything. So, but it's going to be fun. You're going to want to hang out anyways. And if you're coming to the show, and your bike's in the show, you get a free vending. I mean, we're giving away vending spots. So if you have a business, you want your bike in the show, showcase your wares. It doesn't have to be a debut bike. It could be one that is debuting at other shows. So just send them in, And still working out on the details. Like, how many fucking bikes we can fit and all that bullshit. But we are cutting off April 1. So if you want to get your bike in, get it in now. And we'll have a list of the people that are going to be at the show in early April. So the other show that you want to go to is the La Spada show. Them boys the real deal. La Spada show. It's going to be La Spada 4. Same place it always is. If you know, you know. One of the best fucking chopper shows in the Northeast, hands down. It's my favorite one to go to. It's May 4th, and it's gonna be fucking fun. It always is. They have fucking tattoos there. They serve beer there. Beers, tattoos, motorcycles. What the fuck better do you have to do on a Saturday in early May? I know it's May 4th, and if you're one of those fucking Star Trek nerds, this messaging isn't for you, so you're not even listening to me right now. But go check that out. Definitely mark this shit on your calendar, because we got a lot of events coming in spring and summer this year, and you want to get to them all. I'm going to try to get to as many as I can. I'm going to try to get this fucking bike together so I can fucking ride. God. But anyways, that's the light housekeeping. Let's get into this motherfucking interview, because he's texting me right now. Roth Cycle Solutions. What's up, Kevin? Welcome to the show, pal.
Hey, how you doing?
So, where are you out of? Where are you located?
I'm in like South Central Pennsylvania, like a small town called Chambersburg. Um, Probably wouldn't know it if you're not from at least around the area, but it's like the next town over is Gettysburg. So,
Okay, that I've heard of.
yeah, it's weird. Growing up here, it's like it's always been the next town over, but when you like people are like, "Oh, I've never been there," it's like it's just a small town. It's some shit happened a long time ago. Like,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
yeah.
Have you? I mean, I've never been to Gettysburg. I heard it's like really spooky. People get a weird feeling whenever they go there.
I suppose. I mean, I know they do the ghost tours and stuff. I went ghost hunting there with some girl in like high school. Didn't see anything. But I mean, they got the battlefields and stuff, and you can do like the tour and drive through it and all that. But it's it's all right. It's just a small town.
Yeah.
Got historic value, but I don't think it can even get any bigger, just because there's so much stuff around it that's like they can't develop on because it's like a national park.
Oh yeah. 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 I gotta get down there sometime. So like, in relation to like Pittsburgh, how far is your town?
I'm about 2.5 hours east. 2 hours, maybe 2:45 minutes.
Okay. Sick.
Yeah.
Right. I think I'm gonna be in that. I think I'm gonna try to get to Glory Days this year for sure. I got some
Yeah.
buds that got
Yeah, it was a good
shit in there.
Yeah, but the Evo was in that this past year. It was a cool show. I hadn't been to they just got a new venue at the Iron City Brewery, and it was pretty sick.
It's a 2-day
I want to go again
too.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
Yeah, I gotta get my ass in gear, get some fucking tickets to that. I know, definitely Fish Tank's in it. I don't know if Dan's in it, but I'll let him do the announcement. But he has something special at that show, which I think is super cool. But yeah, I definitely want to get down there. And if I'm down there, I might as well just drive a couple extra hours, go check out Gettysburg, see if I can see any ghosts.
Yeah. Hit me up. I'll go ride over. Are you gonna ride down? You think?
Ghost hunting with some chick? Are you like? Have you ever seen a ghost?
No, it was just something that she wanted to do.
Just trying to get a hand job or something.
Yeah,
dude.
But
I'm starting to think that's the only reason people go ghost hunting is to try to get some trim or something. Because I've been all around and I've been to some spooky ass places. I ain't never seen a ghost. I'm starting to believe that they're not real.
Yeah. And I believe in aliens before I believe in ghosts, for sure.
Yeah, and even that's like,
but
I'm starting to lose faith, I was a big X-Files kid, and like back in the day, I was like, oh, aliens are totally real. But it's like, once you get older and shit, you don't see stuff for like fucking 40 years, and you're just like, I don't buy it anymore. I don't buy
Right.
aliens and ghosts.
Yeah, I don't really pay attention to it much. I mean, aliens, I don't know, just because, I mean, the universe is just so big.
Yeah.
Kind of hard not to believe in that, but I don't know. With them saying, like, now the government coming out and saying that they are real, it's like, now I'm like,
Yeah.
but then they don't have evidence.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, so is it? I don't
That's really like, once the government was like, oh yeah, aliens are real, that's when I stopped believing. It's like,
Right.
can't trust you motherfuckers, dude.
Right.
So Roth, what? Tell us a little bit about this business of yours. When did you start it? What do you do?
I used to do just like general service work. I worked at a couple of Harley dealers as a tech, and I got out of that because I got sick of doing. I don't know. Well, one, it just didn't pay. Like after going to school and buying all your tools and stuff, and then I'm like making the same like as I could at some warehouse or something like that. Seems like you really got to put your time in to see any money at it. So I decided to do it for myself for a little bit, and then kind of stumbled into another job, but that doesn't really matter. But now, more so just aiming towards fabrication stuff, handlebar, sissy bars, kind of willing to take on whatever. I haven't done any like major frame jobs except for myself and like Sportster hardtails. But I got the jig for it. I mean, I just built a frame for myself, and I'm pretty confident that I can do it for somebody else now if they were interested. But yeah, I've been building bikes for like 6 years now, and then like actively pursuing the fabrication stuff pretty much since glory days. I'd always like for 6 years I've been making parts here and there, but now I'm like, okay, every weekend I'm in here either making something that somebody has commissioned or just making something to sell, just to have something to offer.
What do you what do you use for like to make a sissy bar? Because I just did one earlier today, and it's tough with just like a Harbor Freight bender.
Yeah.
Well
So honestly, I just saw your post about your sissy bar like on the story, and I saw that you have like the actual like fab table with the holes in it and all that. And I got my eye on one of those. I'm hoping to get one within the next like couple weeks. But I mean, it's just like I just have this weld table here. And I got 2 posts on it, and then the acetylene torch, and I just bend it. Oh, we got some balloons there. What's that about?
They got if you're using an iPhone, there's reactions. So if you do like if it picks up on your hand gestures, it'll fucking send balloons and shit.
But yeah, there's just 2 posts, and I just heat it, weld it. It's kind of crude. It's not the best setup, but I take my time with it and I get it right. But I want to get a proper like fixture table and all that. But
yeah,
I don't know if that's about how I'm doing it.
That welding table, I got it from, I guess, what is it, weldtables.com or wherever everybody gets it.
Yeah, I've seen those ones.
Yeah, dude, it's so fucking handy, like especially with stainless, like to be able to hold things where you need them. It was like, because I did that trident where it comes up and it's 3 pieces that you have to get together, you know. And they're all round and they want to roll around, and it's fun to fixture it. I mean, I got like, you have holes all over the fucking place. And then the other thing, one of the things I use a lot is just I think it's like a 7/16 bolt. Like I just have all these bolts and you just put them down, make sure everything's straight and flat, push it up against it, and then I got those clamps that you can just it's like a little post goes in those holes and then you clamp it down. Those are super fucking handy. But yeah, once you start like fucking with stainless, dude, like mild steel, it's easy. Just fucking magnet everything together and you know, zip it. But stainless is where it gets tricky, like with the fixturings. You start, dude. I used like a cordless drill today to like fixture like some of this shit just to like get it at the right angle, you know.
Like the table's magnetic, so or like regular steel, so I'll just put the magnet on it to kind of rest it up against it or whatever. But it doesn't really hold. like keeping it, like you said, from rolling.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just went through the same thing. I just did a pitchfork sissy bar for my buddy Riley, and actually, like when I made the one for you guys for the giveaway, I was actually making the one for Riley, and I fucking miscalculated like my cuts, and I cut it too short, and I was like, well, shit, I can't make this sissy bar now because it was like the last of my material. It was like on a Saturday night. So I was like, all right, well, I guess I'll just make this other one that I wanted to make for this podcast.
Sick.
And
yeah,
so that's how that happened.
Fucking awesome.
Got more material.
What's the what size rod did you use? Is it 1/2 inch or?
Oh yeah, 1/2 inch round rod, and then I got these two like stainless ball bearings on the top here. They're just from like McMaster Car. I don't quite remember the measurement. I think it's like whatever it is on my frame. I think it's like 9 1/4 or 9 3/4.
Yep.
If I'm remembering right. But these are long enough. I think if somebody wanted to make it shorter, they could cut it down.
Yep. That's fucking nice. I'm actually trying to figure out how I'm going to attach it to the fender. I always have a hard time with the bracket that goes underneath, you know, like because I have a curved fender, so I can't get like the geometry right because I'm like a bend and cut and then fit and then do some more kind of shit. I can't math it all together.
Right. I just got one of those the TMR machetes or whatever, and then you could just like bend your steel to it. It's I made a couple straps. The first one, I mean, I just wasted some material on the first like one or two, and then like once I got one dialed in, it's pretty perfect on the. I think it's like the lowbrow like ribbed like manta ray or some shit.
Yep.
So and I just like made one perfect, and then I just made another one that I'm just going to keep for myself as a template, and then.
Yeah, dude.
So,
just my co-host here, he fucking just picked up one of those machetes and did a bracket for a sissy bar for his panhead build. He said it's definitely fucking handy. I mean, how it looks. I've seen the fucking videos 1,000 times because he has the one that you just put in a vise. Is that the one that you have?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
One. It's my favorite tool I bought in the last like year. Anyway, I just got it like, and this thing is like, yeah, it just cuts time down.
For the vise mounted one, is it a couple $100?
Yeah, it's like 200, maybe 225.
Okay, 225. Well, worth it though.
Yeah. I mean, just like, you know, all the little like when you're building a bike, like the like fender tabs and like the fender mounts that are just like an L bracket or whatever. Like you can make that shit in 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Like no more like with a hammer and a vise and shit like that.
Yep. Shit. Yeah, I gotta get one of those because I want to make. Oh man, I hate drilling into like. First of all, I hate the recessed bungs on a sissy bar. For me, it just like they're so hard to get like to get the round surface on the round surface and get a good weld on there. I always fuck it up. And then it's always like a super tight fit. A bracket's perfect because you don't see it, number one. And it just feels like more structurally sound. You know what I mean?
It's on top of it. And yeah.
Because it goes across the entire fender underneath. So you can't see it. But also any pressure is like pushing on the sides. Whereas like if you have bolts going in the side, it's like the fender only has so much material on it, you know? And you're pushing down on these two bolts and who fucking knows where you dug those fucking things up, you know?
Yeah. But yeah, that's how it is on my bike. I have.
You're actually going to be the giveaway sponsor for April. And actually, good tip on those stainless. I got the McMaster Car fucking app, which is extremely dangerous, and I might get some steel balls to put on my fucking shit. Because hardware stores, they don't carry a lot of fucking stainless. You know, your local hardware store.
No, they weren't too bad. I think I got 4 of them for like $25, and they're like a 1-inch diameter, something like that. It's pretty cool. I go on that McMaster Car and just surf it all the time, just to Like you don't know what's there until you know. You know what I mean? So
Yeah. Where do you
we
typically
bored.
get like your stainless from? Do you have like a local distributor? Or do you get it from an online place?
Well, there's this welding place up the street that I've been using. Um, but then I was like, making these handlebars, and I'm looking at like what some of these like bigger guys are like pricing their stuff at, and I'm like, I have no idea how they can make their mild steel to their stainless bars $10 more. So I asked the supplier. It's like this place called Brickers. It's right up the road. Like I don't know. I think they do mostly like repairs on like farm equipment and stuff, and like general fabrication. But I basically cut them out on my stainless supply, and it cut my shit in half. But now I got to go get it. I got to drive like an hour. But it went from like $12 a foot to like $6 a foot.
Oh, that's fucking worth it, dude. I was looking like a lot of people use online metals is a big one, or like Granger or some shit. And I was just trying to find some, 304 stainless 120, and dude, online metals, it was like shipped to my house. It was fucking almost $90 for
Yeah.
3 feet.
Oh, yeah, that's insane.
Yeah, dude.
No, I think I think the minimum I have to get is like a 20-foot stick at a time.
Hmm.
But like I said, now that I just basically cut my price in half, I gotta put in an order and go get it because I'm out of it right now.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, especially
you know,
if you're fabricating a bunch of shit, it's like, yeah, get it in bulk. Like I didn't want
right.
to pay for an inch extra, so I ended up going on eBay and I found a dude that had like a bunch of scraps, and I'm making some Z bars, so he had like these 6-inch pieces, and it didn't work out for me because I was like the clamping, the risers that I'm using are just like a little bit the 6 inches. I needed like 6.5 inches, but I ended up just slugging it, and I found a piece of stainless that I used for a spacer at one point, and I
Right.
just slugged it and put it right in the middle. Um, but dude, I got it for like I think I got it for like $20. $20 for three feet of these 6-inch pieces. So
That ain't too bad.
yeah. And
Yeah.
I got the material for the sissy bar on eBay too. I think I got 6 feet for $50 for 5/8, 304.
That's not too bad. I don't know why, but like the the regular just like round stock or whatever doesn't seem too hateful when I get it from just like this local place.
Hmm.
I'm sure it'd be cheaper. They probably get their stainless from the same place that I found the new price, but like sometimes it like does it justify the hour drive to go get? I don't know. It's just a price difference thing. I don't know. It just yeah,
Yeah, dude.
driving that car's not that great, and it's like I never get over that way. So it's like I can never like kind of get two birds with one stone either. So
I need a oh man, do you have a tubing bender?
yeah, I have the JD squared.
JD squared one.
Well, it is like a Model 32, I think it is. Yeah, I just got a new die made for it, so I can start doing like the pre-unit bars.
Oh no
I've
shit.
been making worked out, but they don't make one. Like JD Square doesn't make one that's like a 2-inch radius for 2-inch radius for like a 1-inch diameter tube. I don't know why. I guess it's like I think most racing stuff you have to have like your tube has to be your radius has to be 3 times as the diameter of the tube. And I guess that would break the rules, and I don't know. But you got to like figure some stuff out as far as like because then the drive pin gets in the way, and but yeah, I'm pretty excited.
Dude, I've been wanting one of those tubing benders for so long. It's just it costs so much money to get one initially, like so I can't really justify it because I'm like, oh, I build like a bike a year, dude, like for myself, and I'm gonna drop, dude. The dies alone are like 250,
Yep.
So if you want
Yeah,
like a 1-inch die and that thing without any stand or anything, you're looking at like 700 north.
yeah. It's not cheap. I got mine like during COVID and like the government was just paying out all that stuff. So I was like, all right, like let's buy some shit. So I got that, and I got my TIG welder then, and started making some handlebars, and that's kind of where like the fabrication stuff really started.
Yeah.
But you got to branch out a little bit.
During
Seems like there's a.
What do you do for like? What's your day job?
I work maintenance for Walmart, like a Walmart distribution. So, forklifts, conveyor belts, kind of anything in the building breaks down. It's my job to fix it. I try and stay on forklifts, but they're a little more complex, a little bit more of a challenge. Conveyor just moves the box from here to here. The only thing that really goes wrong with it is a roller, and then you just take it out. But
dude, quick story about the forklift. My boy got his fucking. He was working like third shift at AG Grocers. It was like a fucking grocery distribution center, and dude, he was like the guy that was driving the forklift drove it, and the guy driving the forklift didn't like see him or whatever, and one of the, what do they call it, the forks, I guess, dude, fucking right into his ankle, just like crushed, full speed, dude.
Or
yeah,
we have injuries like that, not yet anyway. Knock on wood. We're a pretty new warehouse. I know a lot of those people don't even have a driver's license, and they fucking never
forklift certified. Can't drive a car, but you can drive one of these.
Yeah, and we got ones that like go way up in the air. It's like insane. Like ones that you ride up with the forks.
Oh no shit!
Yeah.
Holy shit!
Yeah.
Dude. I guess I didn't realize like that was a thing. Yeah, I think I've seen them. Right. So, is it like it's like a hydraulic lift and a forklift, right?
Yeah, it's basically the whole, like, it's designed for like picking products like in an aisle, like you're picking like just one box off of a pallet rather than pulling the whole pallet down.
Yeah.
So you'll ride on it, and you got like your harness on, and you'll go 40, 50 feet up in the air, pull whatever products you need to get off the shelf, put them on your cart, and then come back down, take them to unload them.
Oh shit. So, I guess, are you say you do like both commission work and then you also just kind of make stuff? Like, what do you prefer doing? Do you like just going out and making whatever the fuck you want and then putting it up for sale, or do you like doing the commission work?
They both have their perks. I kind of prefer to do my own stuff just because I can do it on my own time. But the problem with that is it won't sell sometimes. And then I'm like, all right, well, I'm just sitting on this. Mm-hmm. And, just another thing to love to swap meets and stuff like that. And, so the commission stuff is more like, seems to be where I'm making more money. Actually, like the last couple of weeks, it's really started picking up. I got this sissy bar and then a couple sets of handlebars coming in. Had a guy inquire about a brake setup, and
yeah. So what kind of stuff will you fabricate? Or do you just like, you'll fabricate anything, or what kind of things are you into?
I'm down to try anything. Right now, I'd really like to get into more frame stuff. Mm-hmm. But it's just hard. I think being in a small town, like, that's something that they got to bring it to me rather than ship it out. And I don't know, I'm not far away from big cities, but I don't know, just building the following. But I made on my Evo, I learned a lot of stuff. I learned stuff on almost every project. There's new challenges. So the commission stuff, it brings on more challenges. And that's what I like. I think there's more opportunity to learn stuff there.
Yep. Good. Damn, yeah. If my bars don't work out, I'm gonna hit you up because I want some stainless, boys. I change bars when I'm building a bike at least like 30 times. I waste so much money on fucking stupid bars that I think are awesome, and then you get on the bike and you're like, I can't ride with these. Like,
yeah, they can break them for sure. Like, it doesn't. I don't know. I made a set like a couple months ago, and I think I'm going to sit on those for forever.
Yeah. Yeah, dude. I just gotta get a tubing bender. That's the next step. I love making cool handlebars, and I hate spending money on handlebars, dude. They're so fucking expensive. Um,
Yeah,
and the ones that like a lot of the places offer are not that cool looking to me. I don't know, like they're just. I know they have to make them like you can get a set of mini apes, no problem. I can't fucking fart without farting on a mini ape, But like
right.
I'm not really into those, Like I kind of like a little bit wilder bars, and a lot of these places obviously they can't just like stock weird bars, so I kind of have to make them myself.
Yeah,
I need to find like a used tubing bender somewhere because I ain't buying it new. I ain't built like that. I ain't got that kind of money.
yeah. You have to, I guess, just find. I've never even seen one on Marketplace. I don't think.
Yeah, dude,
I
I've
never
never
really
seen
looked
one for
either.
sale. It's like because people that have them, they're just like, I guess it seems like one of those pieces of equipment like that's expensive enough that your average dude won't like pony up for like especially like
Right.
if you're building one bike a year, you need some handlebars or whatever. If you're doing it for a business, that's a different thing because then it's an investment, right? So it's like how many sets of bars do I need to sell to pay this thing off?
I still don't think I have, but uh, I just like doing it. Like,
Yeah.
but
How do you does it has like a built-in like angle finder thing, right? Do you have what other kind of
yeah,
equipment do you need other than like the bender itself in the dies?
um, like just the bend stuff.
Yeah, like the thing I
Like
found like when you're working with
really,
like tubing or round bar or whatever, it's not two-dimensional, you know what I mean? And the thing like it rotates as you're working on it and shit. Like just like with the sissy bar today, just like keeping it straight in there and making sure the bends are like linear instead of like because roll around. And I actually did it like one of the kickouts at the top uh kicks out and back a little bit, and it's fucking annoying. But I'm like, dude, I can't like bend that back necessarily. But how do you
right.
keep like the angles and stuff on it?
Well, there's the dial on it, like you're saying, like as you bend, you're bending to like say 70 degrees, and then but to get like your pullback or whatever to get so your bars aren't just like flat, like you're saying, you need like a digital angle finder is what I have, and you just kind of clock it to where you, and then there's like a set screw on it that holds it in place once you get it where you need, and then you zero that dial, and then you just bend to whatever degree you need.
So, oh,
Um,
does it like clamp to the bar because it's not
yeah,
magnetic or?
it's not magnetic. There's just like kind of like there's a big like a 3/8 bolt that you tighten down to it, and it kind of keeps it from
I see.
spinning off.
Okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah. No shit.
Make something that's more like 3 dimensional. We'll say.
Yeah. Man, I'm so bad at math and like it gets really confusing to me, especially with like the dies and stuff are rounded. So it's not like dude, I can make a 90 degree on a flat stock, no problem. But once
Yeah,
it's like rounded and you have a round die and you're like marking off, you're like, all right, so eight 8 inches up, and you mark it, and then it's like going around. I'm like, what the fuck? How do I get like? It's a lot of trial and error.
oh,
Mostly
for
error.
sure, it's a lot of wasted tubing. Like at least it was for me. Like I pretty much self-taught through over the years of just how to do this, and I've bent a lot of fucking handlebars that came out like a little bit wonky, and they don't have to be far off before they're like, yep, just in the fucking scrap bin. Like
Yeah, yeah. That's the thing
so,
that
but
sucks is once you get it on the bike or whatever, you like especially handlebars. If it's not perfectly symmetrical, like you can tell. You can just
yeah,
tell.
yeah, it's definitely difficult. I've been making it a point to like every set of bars I make, I've been like writing it down. Like so, I don't necessarily know. This is just the ones that I'm making for myself to like resell. Like I know, like okay, I start at the middle and then I work my way out, and then I just keep my measurements symmetrical like as I go out, and then I'll know that they'll come out right. But I write it down, and then I'll have like okay, with the degree bend here, this far out from the center, blah blah blah, produces this bar with, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
So then that later on, if somebody commissions it, like okay, like this is what I want, and then I can get like okay, I need to go about here and here to get what this guy wants.
Right. Yeah, dude, that's a like if I fuck up on my own shit, I'm just like, fuck. I need like to buy more. I have to lose more money, you know? Like, but once you're doing it for someone else, that's a whole new level of stress, right? Because it's like you're trying to make money on it, so if you're wasting material, you're cutting into your fucking your net profit, you know? And then
Yeah,
also it just longer lead times and shit.
yeah. Time, it's been my factor because just trying to put out quality work, but also get it done quickly. Like there's like right now, I don't think I could. There's no way I could do this full time, just because I take too long to do it. If I want to put out something nice, it's like I'm spending way too much time to actually like make real money on this, and I don't think I'll ever make a lot of money. Don't get me wrong, like don't get it twisted like that. Like I know it's like never gonna be.
But it's about yeah, it's the knowledge that like through all this you get better and better at it, so you get faster at it. And the guys that do it like professionally, right? They just have to get it dialed in. So they're like, "Oh, I can do that. I've done that before," type of thing, you know? But you don't know what you don't know, and when
Right.
you're
Yeah,
doing
and
busy work
that's
and shit, you're going to run into all sorts of fucking like different issues and you're going to be like, "Oh fuck, I didn't anticipate that," you know?
right. Right. That's what I'm finding with the sissy bars. Like I spent a lot of time on the one for you guys and the one for this pitchfork for Riley, and I'll get faster at it. Like I can make a set of bars pretty quickly now. Um, but it's just trial and error. Like doing it, just eating the time because just because I take a long time doesn't mean I can charge more for it.
Right.
But
Right. Yeah, it's just for you're just like, "All right, so the material costs a certain amount and the time it's
right,
like the faster you can do it the more you make." Right. It's like you don't look at it as like an hourly thing, it's a project thing, right? You bid a job and but sometimes yeah, you
yeah,
get fucked.
that's how I look at it. Just like I know the quality I want to put out, and then I try and like look at what other guys charge, and then like try and be comparable to that. Like this is if I'm putting out the same quality as them, then okay, I can justify charging out. But if I'm not making money at it because it took me 40 hours to make it, well, that's my own fault, not theirs
Right.
or the company.
So where do you get like are you getting most of your business through like Instagram or where else or Facebook or like how do you get your name out there?
Really just Instagram, and a couple local guys that I've known, but yeah, just Instagram. Like I've grown it quite a bit over the last like we'll say 9 months or whatever since I've been like actually trying to grow it,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't know, it just seems to be working. It's starting to. It seems like I got a little like fire going. I'm trying to like run with it. Um, about I don't know, maybe a month worth of work, we'll say. That's not me putting in a 40-hour week, but like I'm out here on all my days off and maybe one or two evenings trying to just keep up with it. Trying not to overbook myself, but
Yeah. Are you you work first shift?
yeah, I do 410, so I got 3 days off to like be in here. But Sunday's usually like family day with
Dude, I've
my
been
girl, and
dreaming about 410 my whole life, dude.
it's pretty sick. I mean, it's like some days I hate it, but
Yeah, it is a
when the
long day at work, but the 3 days off every week.
yeah when I think back to like tomorrow's my Monday, so I'll go in tomorrow and I'll think back to like when I left on Saturday. I'm like, damn, that was kind of a while ago since I've been here.
Oh, so it's like
But
you don't always have the same 3 days off, right? It's like a rotation. Or
at
you
my
have
place, I do.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Wednesday to Saturday.
Okay.
I got to get up I clock in at 5 and I get out at 3. So
Hey, that's sick.
sucks waking up. But
Man, I've never had a job where I could get out like that early. That's so nice. In the summertime too. It's like
yeah,
I fucking get out at 3 and the sun doesn't go down to like 9.
yeah. The only part that sucks is that you're so goddamn tired
Oh
because I
yeah.
wake up at Um, so it's I got to be in bed. Sometimes I'll push it and like won't be getting in bed till like 10, and I'm fucking hating life the next day. But
Yeah. Yeah, dude.
yeah,
What time? Well, what? How far is your work? Do you have to like commute there?
it's not too far, but like my alarm goes off at 4. I don't actually get up until like 4:15, and then I'm out the door at 4:30 to be at work by like 10 to 5.
Yeah, dude. I get up. I get up fucking early, dude. I get up at fucking 4 in the morning sometimes,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
like on the weekends, dude. My kids are up at like fucking 3 in the morning. They can't like school can't get them to school. You know what I mean? Like it's fucking 6:30, and I'm like, get the fuck out of bed. But on a weekend, dude, they'll wake up at fucking you know they'll just wake up at 3 in the morning, start playing on their iPads, wake me the fuck up.
yeah. No, I wake up early sometimes just to get out here before my daughter wakes up. Just like that's pretty much the only. If I'm going to get out here on Sunday,
Mm-hmm.
that's like the only time I'm going to be able to usually because Sunday's kind of like the family day because we all have off, and then Monday, my girlfriend she's in nursing school, so she has class Mondays and Tuesdays, which works out good because then like today I spent the whole day in here.
Oh,
Um,
sweet.
they just got home a little bit ago, going here after this, and we'll eat dinner. Um, so Monday, Tuesday is like a all me day for the most part. Get caught up on some chores and run some errands, and then time in the garage.
Yeah, yeah, dude. That garage time, man. I've been telling like all winter long, dude. I haven't been fucking hitting it in the garage, and it really affects you. You know what I mean? Like having a whole day in the garage is like fucking paradise. You know, like
Oh,
so much, dude. It's just
in
like
the time,
you don't have to worry about like if you don't have to worry about other commitments, and you're just like I have a day in the garage. It's like the best day.
yeah, yeah. No, I get like lost in time. Like it's like probably the only time that I really lose track of time. Like and
Yeah,
yeah,
dude, it's like a fucking casino. There's no clocks in your garage. You're not like looking at your fucking phone all the time, you know? Like you have no concept of time, and you're just trying to get shit done. So like, yeah, dude, you'll lose fucking 4 or 5 hours like no problem, you know?
yeah. I love it. I mean, I'd like to do it full time. I don't think it's going to happen anytime soon, but that's the end
Yeah.
goal.
Dude, yeah, that would be a sick ass job, dude. If you could make that work like full time, it's like you wake up, you get to go out to the garage, and then just fucking have you ever had one of those jobs where you're just like constantly looking at your fucking watch and you're like, when the fuck is 5 o'clock? You know, like when the
Yeah,
fuck do I get out of here? It'd be awesome just to fucking. If you had a good, you'd have to have a good gig where you were like making good money, you're good at what you do, and you enjoy doing like the thing, like the variety of things. Like that's what's cool about doing the custom work is if you only did the things you wanted to do, then you wouldn't learn anything new, necessarily, and you wouldn't have like these challenges because when someone comes to you and they're like, "Hey, I want this," you're just, "I think I can do that," type of thing, right? But the execution is different, right?
yeah, for sure. It's a it's a challenge every time. But I like you said, the execution. I mean, just figuring it out, like with the sissy bars. I really like doing tin sets. Like doing the molding on like tanks and stuff like that. Um,
Oh,
the hard part is like finding the customer for that because it gets expensive. But I don't know. Like I really like doing like molding. Like I see those are my favorite bikes when they have like molding on the gas tank and shit like that. Like some birds or something like living in
I was
my
gonna say, I
roof.
was like, I don't know if it's my house or your house, but
They're like always up there. They're like not afraid of me anymore. And you just start like, I need to evict them. I got the BB gun over there.
no shit. What kind of birds are they?
But they're just up there making noise all the time.
Oh no shit. Yeah, I got a fucking house full of birds. I got fucking birds everywhere, dude. Um, yeah, what was I gonna fucking ask about that? You said something interesting there. Molding. So like, what do Is that someone's like, hey, here's a gas tank. Can you mold it for me? Like, what kind of work are you
Nope.
doing?
Nobody's asked me to do it yet. I'm just
Okay.
saying it's like I want somebody to ask me to do it.
Yeah.
But
I was gonna say, like, I haven't heard of anybody being like, most people that I see, they show their gas tank that they molded or their frame that they molded, and they're like, I am in fucking hell right now. Like, kill me. I shouldn't have done this.
yeah, no, I like it. I mean, like I did the flames on my Evo, and I just did another one that I'm gonna probably wrap. Well, my friend Eric painted it for me. That Big Dog Cycle, so you can give him a shout out. But yeah, I got to get it back from him, and I'm gonna paint it. But we did exposed stainless on it. It's just like a nice trim piece in it, and you just like kind of braze it in. Um, so I learned how to do that when I was doing my bike. It took me 2 tries to get those flames right. But yeah, like that, I like that stuff a lot. It's like really zen, I don't know. I feel like you can get really, really wild with it, or you can do something like real simple. Like there's like all kinds of, you can just do like a nice line that like follows like the shape of the tank, or you can get all crazy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I always go, oh yeah, I'm gonna do a molded gas tank this time. And I'm like, that's gonna be hard to do, and it's gonna be hard to paint. You know what I mean? Like, you have these weird fucking angles. You gotta like shoot paint in there and shit. Like,
I'm not the painter, so I don't. I
don't
don't.
care. Yeah, I thought I was gonna do something on my tank, and I might still do it, but I don't know. I don't know if this year is the year, because I'm looking outside. Like, today was like 60, and I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna mold my tank. But then the other part of me is saying, like, get this fucking thing back together so you can ride.
Yeah, I don't know. I want to do like a whole lot on this new bike that I'm doing. I'm not 100% sure what it's going to be, but like I want to go like all out on it. Like, because I did, this is my first frame that like I can say that I'd say I built it from scratch. I used the cradle from a shovel head, like swing arm, and but the rest of it's all stuff I did. It's like 2 up, 0 out, and then I want to do like the hidden mounts that are like up under, like in the backbone and all that, like the floating tank. And
those are cool. I always forget, like, I'm always like, yeah, that's fucking awesome. I'm gonna do that, and then I always forget that that's even an option. When it's just top hat bung. You're done in 10 minutes.
Yeah. That's all I've ever done before, but I've seen other guys do it, and I was like, that looks sick. Like, I want to try that.
Do you know Josh from Steel City?
No, I listened to his episode, but I've never met him.
Yeah, he did one. I can't remember which bike, but I think it's the one. I think it's the white bike that Dan painted, but I think he did hidden gas tank bungs on that one. Because I was like, I didn't even know that was a thing.
Yeah,
and I forget how you even do it. How do you do it?
I'd have to ask my buddy because he's done it a bunch, but you got to do like some kind of like supports in the backbone, like just like some kind of shoulders and stuff. Like I'd be terrible at explaining it. But basically, like, I'm just gonna butcher this. I don't even know. I don't honestly. I know that you gotta put your bungs into the gas tank, and your bolt goes through the backbone of the frame. But then you gotta like reinforce it with like a kind of like a shoulder piece in the backbone.
Okay, so it's not just as simple as like drilling up and fucking sticking a bolt in there.
I mean, it could. You probably want to reinforce it because you only got like what is it, like an 1/8 inch or whatever wall thickness you're using for your tube. Mm-hmm. So it might be fine, it might not, but the guys I know that do it have reinforced it in some way.
Okay, that's cool. So what bike? What did you say you were working on now? A shovel head? What kind of shovel? What year shovel?
The 76 would be kind of shovel.
A 76.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a cone shovel. I've been collecting some pieces. I got a Springer at the last Harrisburg swap meet that I'm excited to use. I think it's maybe like 8 over or something like that. And so I did 2 up on the frame to because I don't really like super tall bikes or like raked out ones all that much. So I tried to like I didn't want to make it like a long bike, and I didn't want it to be super tall. So I made it two up to like eat some of that length. But it looks pretty sick. I had it like mocked up as a roller. The frame's still not 100% done. I got to do like the rear transmission mounts
Mm-hmm.
and a country ball. But
I like the short bikes, man. You try different things, and for me, I just like I just like maybe because I'm not like. How tall are you? Are you over 6?
I'm like 6 even,
6 even.
5-ish, probably.
I'm
But
like 6 if I wear heels, but
yeah,
I just like to where I live and shit, and the way I like to ride. I just the shorter bikes or shorter front ends, they handle better and just more comfortable. I don't like a super long front end. I think it looks fucking awesome. You know, I love like long bikes and shit, and when people go fucking retarded and they're like 69 over or whatever, I think it looks awesome, but I couldn't ride it.
yeah, my buddy Angelo has a Sportster that's like super long. He fucking whips that thing like it's nothing. I'm like, dude, I don't even, but he rides the shit out of it.
Yep.
But I think he parked it like next to a van one time. The fucking wheelbase is longer than a van, like a full size van. Like,
dude,
it's pretty wild.
I wouldn't do a long front end just because of the garage real estate it would take up. You know, like I'd feel like, get the fuck out of my way. Nice short front end. You know, short wheelbase doesn't take up a lot. You can fit more bikes. You know.
Yeah.
How did you get into motorcycles to begin with? Are you like, did you grow up around them or?
Like a little bit. I wouldn't say I really grew up around them. My dad had a bike when I was a kid. He had like a Sportster or something like that. No, it was a Sportster and a couple sport bikes. And I had like a little like full start mini bike when I was like 10. But outside of that, like not a whole lot. And then a couple of my friends, like when we were in our early 20s, got bikes, and I was like, hell yeah, I want to get a bike. And so we could all go ride, and like, oh yeah, we can go to like different skate parks and shit. Like, that sounds fun. So I got a bike, and then shortly after that, everybody got rid of their bikes. It felt like, and then I was like, okay, I'm the only one with a bike now.
Oh shit.
But yeah, and then I just kind of, when I got mine, I was like, this is it. And I was like, all right, didn't know that I liked like custom bikes. Yeah, I just knew I liked bikes. And I was like, how can I make this all the time? So that's when I went to a tech school for, motorcycle technician stuff. And got a job at a dealership, realized that ain't it. And I kind of found my way. It's like, oh no, it's like, this is actually what I like, is the fabrication of the motorcycles, not so much the mechanical. I mean, I could get by, obviously. I could go back to a dealership and work as a tech if I wanted, but I said I just don't think there's a lot of money in it until you do it for 10 years.
The fabrication stuff is so much more fun. Like, engine work is, like, it's good to know how to do some of that shit. It's definitely not my strong point either, but like making fun stuff that looks cool, that's what's fun about choppers.
With engine stuff, I get so much anxiety about it. It's like, you miss like one little thing inside it and then like fucking grenades it or something. Like,
oh yeah,
not a fan of that part. Like,
yeah, you
just have to be ridiculous about it and clean, and I'm just not really that kind of guy.
Yeah, I'd like to. I like cool performance things and shit, but like, they're fucking expensive. Number one, I barely have enough money. I'm buying fucking stainless steel off eBay, for Christ's sake. So like, I'm not putting in fucking cams and shit like that. But the dudes that do that, they're into it. They're into like performance stuff, and they like to, like, oh yeah, this is a fucking better Johnson rod or whatever, and they like tinkering with that sort of thing. I'm not like a gearhead like that. I just like cool bikes and with stupid shit on them.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of it either. I don't really. I mean, fast bikes are cool, but it's not really my thing. Like, I don't need to go fast. It's like, I get enough thrill out of it, like just with the foot clutch, and
Yeah.
you got to be on your game with just that. I don't need to be doing 120 at the same time.
Yeah, because you're not riding choppers if you're going fast, like you're riding a fucking Ducati or something built that's mostly plastic.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it hurt. Like if I can get the same thrills going 25 that I could going like 100 on the other bike or whatever, I'll do that. It's gonna hurt a lot less when I go down.
If you're a fucking shitbag like me and you put together a chopper that you have no business building, it's thrilling going 50 miles an hour because you're like shit's shaking off. You're like, did I fucking use the right wheel bearing and shit? It's just as exciting and dangerous as going fucking 200 miles an hour.
I had a wheel bearing go out on me. My front wheel bearing exploded when I was going probably about 50. It was like shortly after I got my Evo together. I'm like, it was probably like fourth or fifth ride in, and I felt like a vibration, and I'm like, trying to diagnose it as I'm riding around town. Like, what the hell is this? When I go to the left, it's like shaking up real bad and all this. All of a sudden, my fucking handlebars start shaking, like just flapping back and forth. And I'm like, what the fuck? Wheel was just flopping back and forth. I flew over the side, and what had happened was I got this spool wheel from like a swap meet or something like that, and I guess at some point, like the middle spacer, like in between the bearings, like that rides in the hub, like it got taken out, like it was never in there, and I didn't realize. So when I like loaded the bearings and torqued it, it like just made the bearings fail, like because they were getting pinched in. It worked fine, but yeah, it was like definitely one of the hairiest moments I've had on a bike.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, that one of the first things I do is like bearings, like wheel and neck bearings. I just that's like if a wheel bearing fails, you are fucked, dude.
Yeah.
Like if you're either one, you don't want either
Yeah.
one locking up. And damn, dude, yeah. So the spacer wasn't in there, so they what was it? Was it like off kilter, or did it like compress?
Oh, it was just there was so like this is your hub, right? And then there's like the spacer in between that rides on the inner race of your bearings, and then your spacers on the outside that ride on the outer race. So when you pinch them all together, it's all loaded up like on the inner race. Well, there wasn't one in the center, so when I torqued my axle, it pinched them in, and then it like basically put like this like weird like this pressure like this on my bearings, and it failed because of that. Like they didn't last long.
How long were you riding it before that failed?
Not long, like maybe a total of like 20 or 30 miles.
Holy shit. Wow, dude.
Yeah, it was scary. Great. So I was able to just like kind of pull over to the side of the road, and I was like just like a couple blocks from my mom's house. So I just pushed it to her house till I could get my van and take it back to the shop and figure out what the hell happened. But she was definitely not when I told her, because I'm just pushing my bike up the hill to her house. She's like, "What's going on?" I was like, "My fucking wheel exploded." She's like, "Of course your mom's gonna like have a panic attack about it."
Yeah, the fucking death wobble, dude, or what the random guy at the gas station calls a tank slapper.
Yeah.
Dude, that's like my number one fear is the death wobble. I just like I watch video. I try not to watch videos of it. I watch videos of dudes like getting into a wobble and shit. Especially, dude, some of those fucking sport bike guys. It's amazing. Sometimes they recover. They're going fucking 150 miles an hour, and they're going like this, and somehow they ride it out. And I'm just like, what the fuck?
Yeah. I don't know. I've never been in that situation. I've heard that the only thing to do is go faster. And it's like, nah, I'm not fucking doing that.
Yeah, dude, that's what they say. They say to go faster. If you apply the brake, it fucks it. It makes it exacerbated, right?
Yeah, I mean that part makes sense. I don't know. It just seems like all my instincts would fucking say hit the brakes. You know what I mean? Like I'm not gonna fucking. But
yeah,
I don't know. I guess somebody with more balls than I do.
I can't imagine, dude. if that starts fucking, if I get into a death wall, imagine that just being like, fucking right, just cranking the throttle, dude. You'd have to be insane. Yeah, the first thing I would do is slam on the brakes.
Yeah, yeah,
Try to aim for some grass.
yeah. We had one guy. This was when I was working at the dealership, and this was like a one of the most annoying customers. But God, you get these kind of guys all the time. Um, he got what the hell was that bike that Harley came out with? It was like the retro ones that were trying to look like the shit from like the '60s. Anyway, he bought this bike during Gettysburg Bike Week, and then I guess nobody cared that he had this like limited edition bike. So he brought it back like after Bike Week was over and was trying to return it, and he was trying to say like, "Oh, I don't want this bike. It has like a wobble when you go like 80." And I'm like, I take it out for a ride, and I'm like, dude, there's no wobble to it. Like, I get it up to 80, take my hands off the bars. It's straight as an arrow. Like, I don't know what you're talking about. He's like, no, man, no. Like when you get up to 80 and you start doing this, the bike wobbles. I was like, well, yeah, you're shaking the goddamn bars back and forth. Like, and like, he definitely just had buyer's remorse and wanted to get out of it. I was like, I argued with this guy for like 20 minutes before I was like, whatever, dude, like, take it up with the sales department. I can't tell you that this fucking bike is broken because it's not. Like,
doesn't have a wobble, bro.
Yeah. Like, you turn your fucking wheel in your truck, you're going to go left. Like, that's what you're doing. Like,
what's this deal, dude? Once you get up to 80 and you start going like this, like what? Where'd
Why
you
would-
learn how to ride, dude?
yeah. Yeah, God, I was heated that day. That shit was so fucking annoying.
Oh shit. Can you talk about the feature in Choppers or no?
I can talk about it. I haven't seen it yet. I mean, I know.
Well, tell us about the bike.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's a red Evo with some white accents. It's got a butt seat on it, but the feature was kind of like out of the blue. I just posted a reel of it, kind of like running. Like I pushed it out in the snow, and I wanted to, just kind of heat cycle it because I hadn't ran in a while and get the battery charged or whatever. So I filmed a little video, and the next day I woke up to a comment so like, let's shoot this for the mag, and it was some guy I never saw his account before. And so I click on his profile, and it said like Chief Editor Choppers Mag. So I was like, oh shit, like all right. So I messaged him like, hey, what? Like if you're serious, like what do I got to do to make it happen? And he's like, asked me if I had a photographer, and I was like, yeah, I got a guy. He's like, well, if you could shoot it in the snow, that'd be sick. So me and my buddy Kyle shot it like in his backyard, like in this cornfield, and like the next day, and we sent him the pictures, and now I've just been kind of playing the waiting game on it. I'm super excited about it. When I was building the bike, I was like always like it was in the back of my mind. I was like, man, if I could get this like in a magazine, like I'd be pretty stoked.
I've been sick. So you just shot. That's the key, though. You just got to post some cool pics of your bike in the snow, and people will be like, they just hit you up. That's cool that you didn't even have to submit it, dude.
Yeah, I was like, I woke up to that comment. And I was like, I don't know, just like at first I didn't think it was like he was from any like big magazine. I was like, oh, it's like a little zine, like cool, like I'll do something for it. And then it was that, and I was like, oh fuck, like yeah, like I'm definitely like trying to make this happen.
Oh, shit.
And
are you bringing it to any shows?
So we did Fuel and Glory Days last year, and then it's supposed to be in the Party at the Penn show in Ohio this year. And then it'll probably after that, I think I'll probably retire it from the shows because
brother,
not like a
Party at the Penn in Ohio.
Oh yeah, I'm excited for that one. It's gonna be cool.
Yeah, dude.
The West, good.
Shawshank, dude. You seen Shawshank Redemption?
It's been a long time. I mean, I know it's like a great movie.
Yeah,
but I'll probably have to watch.
#1 on IMDb, I believe. But,
yeah,
yeah, I'm stoked on that, dude. That's cool, man. That you're going to that. So we'll link up in Ohio. There's a lot of dudes I've been talking to that are going to that show. I'm so glad they brought it out east.
Yeah, for sure. It looks like it's like really sick. Like the one in what is it? Is it in Idaho?
Something like that.
I say the West Coast one, but it's West Coast.
Yeah. Yeah, is it?
Yeah, it looks really.
Idaho is almost West Coast, isn't it? Like,
Yeah, but it's not actually on the coast. Like I think it's more like mountain time. I think I don't know. I've never been out west, but I haven't been to Idaho anyway. I think that's where it's
I
at.
feel like I have been to Idaho for work, but yeah, Ohio. That's gonna be sick. Shawshank. That's the best prison. That's the coolest prison to do it at.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, I don't know a whole lot about prisons, but I couldn't tell you what the other one was. Like I never heard of the other one.
Yeah, I don't know what the other one is either. But there's not. I
I mean,
mean, like, it's
how could,
you have to find a prison that doesn't have inmates in it right now, right? Like, and there's not a whole lot of those
yeah,
left that are famous.
yeah. I wouldn't think that you could do it in a occupied one.
That would be a wild show, dude.
Yes.
Go to cell block 8, fucking check out the bikes, maybe catch a shiv.
Yeah, I would not put my bike in that show.
That would suck. You'd be taking parts off to make fucking weapons and shit.
Yeah, Lord for
They got a fucking pillowcase full of gremlin bells.
yeah, I mean,
That's fucking awesome, dude. Oh, I'm stoked, dude. I'm stoked on that show. I don't know,
yeah,
man. That's gonna be a busy summer. I think we're doing our show in I think it's the week before we're going out to the party at the Pen. That's early June, right?
yeah. I think it's June 7th and 8th or something like that. Yeah, pretty early in the summer,
Yep. Yeah, dude.
but I'm excited for it. There's a couple things I want to do this summer. You know, just that one, and then there's like a ride down in Virginia. I can't remember what it's called, but a couple of my buddies go to it every year. Want to do that one, and then probably get back to Glory Days as a spectate, not to have a bike in the show, but just to go.
Yeah, dude. That's one I've been meaning to get to for a while, the Glory Days show, and just never pans out. But I got to go this year because I think Fish Tank has 2 bikes in it. My boy Fish Tank has 2 bikes in it, which is wild. I've never had a bike in a show, so I gotta up my game. I gotta get better at building bikes so people invite me to go in magazines and shows.
Yeah, I mean it's a cool feeling for sure. Like I don't know, like Fuel was the first one that I had ever gone to. I kind of like feel like I kind of blew it because I was like decided to smoke weed and I'm not really good at smoking weed. So instead of like talking and mingling, I was just kind of like fucking being quiet in the corner. Like, so I don't smoke weed at shows anymore after that one, but it was still cool. That show was really sick too. If you could get to that one, I would say.
Yeah, I can't smoke weed like ever. It just for whatever reason. I mean, I'll smoke weed when I'm shit faced, but like if I just like smoke, I am not cool to be around.
Yeah, I have like a really fine line. Like you take like a half a puff, any more than that, I'm like I get too high,
Yeah.
and then I'll bit of a panic attack. And
it sucks though because I love weed. I love the way it tastes. I love being around it. I love the way it smells. I used to smoke a ton, but as I got older, I just don't have the personality type. Like some dudes smoke weed and they're hanging out, dude. They're hanging out,
that's
talking and shit. I can't do that.
Yeah, not me. I'm not. I want to be, but I'm just not. I'm not. But no, I don't drink anymore. I mean, I still do smoke. I'm just bad at it. Like not like here and there, you know.
Yeah, yeah. I should probably. I mean, drink. Did you were you a heavy drinker or do you just are like I'm done with this fucking shit?
Uh, Heavy enough. You know, I was at the bar 4 to 5 nights a week, closing it down. So it's like, I don't need to be doing this. Just kind of see like a lot of wasted potential with how I was seeing it. Like there'd be days when I was super broke. You know, I was working at the Harley dealers and be like, man, I could really like. I'd be on a Snap-on truck earlier that day. I'd be like, man, I want to get this tool, but like I really don't got the money. But then that same evening, I go home and I go to the bar and just like blow it. It's like, well, I guess I did have the money, but I just spent it on
Yeah.
this, and I'm like, why am I fucking doing that?
Yeah.
So just kind of decide, and I tried to like moderate it a little bit here and there, and I was just like, you know what, it's just easier just fucking just not. So about 4 years, a little over 4 years now, just hit that mark like a couple weeks ago.
Oh no shit. Totally sober. You never have like the occasional beer or anything.
And I'll get like sometimes if I'm at a party or whatever, I'll get like a 6 pack of NAs,
Okay.
like with the O, or just so I can feel like a little bit like not left out, I guess. But
Yeah.
or as like
Booze is bad, man. I'd be the fucking. I'd probably be a senator or some shit if I didn't drink. You know.
yeah, no, I've noticeably like I could see like a lot of progression, like just like in doing this or just I don't know, just like having a clear head. I feel like I move through life a little bit with like more intention now,
Yep.
kind of floating.
Yeah. I had to switch to Coors. I'm trying out these Coors banquets. I've never had
Yeah,
them before. It's not really a New England beer, I don't think. I think maybe they drink them out west or down south, but I can't afford the Modelo's anymore because these goddamn tariffs.
right. Yeah, the banquets. My buddy Gage drinks those. I think he lives in LA now, so maybe it is a West Coast thing. I don't know.
Oh yeah, they're pretty good. They got like they're kind of milky.
Yeah, it's the champagne of beers. Is that what that one is? That's Miller
That's
Lite.
High Life. That used to be my jam back in the day. It was like the
Yeah,
cheapest beer you could buy that was palatable. I'll still do some champagne, you know. I'd still crush some, but
right.
yeah, I'm not a big beer drinker, anyways. I prefer booze.
Yeah, yeah. I like. At least I usually would get the IPAs just because they get you there quick, but not so much anymore.
Yeah, I can't do the IPA, especially when I'm doing this show because there's like electronics and stuff. And when I get a little bit sloppy when I drink the IPAs,
Yeah,
I drink the light beers so I can stay lucid. And then after the show is recorded, I go inside and I drink some brandy off the tequila again with
right.
the
Brandy.
goddamn
I've only had.
tariffs.
Yeah, yeah.
But you know, this is not a political show, so we won't get into that. I'm just as a consumer, you know, you put a tariff on some Mexican imports.
Yeah,
Hit me in the
avocados are
balls,
through.
you know. I got
No
stainless
more.
steel to buy.
Hopefully that doesn't come from Mexico. I don't know.
I was, dude. I don't know how bad it's gonna get because, like, I just saw like the price of stainless steel recently, and I think a lot of it does come from Canada. Like, I'm not a big news hound or whatever, but I fucking heard, you know, probably from some conspiracy website or some shit that that they're a big importer of like steel and shit like that. So I'm gonna wait and see. But I already bought my scraps from some weirdo on eBay. So, fucking who sells 6-inch pieces of tube? You know?
That guy needed a couple bucks, I guess.
Yeah. But he seems to have like an infinite amount. Like I don't know where he got it from. Like it was like quantity. I was like 6, you know? Uh and it's all pre-cut. It was all ready to go. So, weird times. Was there anything that we didn't touch on that
Yeah,
you wanted to talk about?
I don't think so. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I got on here a couple times and just like stick my fucking foot in my mouth. No, I think we covered everything that I wanted to talk about.
This entire show is just me with my foot in my mouth the entire fucking time. So,
Yeah, no, it wasn't as bad. I was definitely a little nervous at first, but like, it ain't bad.
yeah, it's just shooting the
But first time,
breeze. And I'm fucking stoked that we get to fucking link up, maybe even twice this year. That'll be cool to get in touch in person. So I guess the Glory Days is in September, but the is it in September? End of September? Mid September?
yeah, it's September anyway. I don't know.
Yeah, it's in September. But I'll see you at
What?
the fucking pen at the Shawshank. I'm gonna rewatch that movie so I can quote it while I'm at Shawshank. We'll reenact some scenes together.
Yeah, for sure. I can get it. I can get down with that.
Yeah, I'm Morgan Freeman, and you're Tim Robbins.
Weak.
I'm gonna bring a poster of Raquel Welch. Dude, it was fucking awesome talking to you. I appreciate you coming on board as a fucking giveaway sponsor. That fucking sissy bar is sick. I wish I didn't host the show because I would definitely sign up to be a Patreon. Look at that. I'm just daydreaming about strapping my shit to that. That looks like it has all sorts of fucking great ways to strap shit down.
Yeah, I'm into it. I mean, it's if you look at this one and you look at the one that's on my bike, they're pretty much the same. The only difference is I have lights on the top of mine, and my mounts are a little different on the bottom. But yeah, I mean,
lights on the top. How'd you do that?
It's got like the prism like weld on lights.
Steel one, okay.
Top so it's got the stainless.
That's sick.
Like, whatever. But it's got the same thing like with the
nice.
So the only thing that sucks with strapping it to it though, when you have lights on the top, is the wires run down it, and then you go strapping something, rips out those little tiny ass LED lights. I've had to repair them like 4 times, and now I'm just like, I don't even strap anything to this. It's just for fucking looking.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you, like, how do you run the wire down?
Yeah, I mean, it just
pretty hard to the sissy bar too.
I would like to, and in hindsight, I probably wouldn't have done it that way just because of that reason. But this one, you'd have no problem doing it. You're not gonna fuck up any wires on this one.
Nice, sick, dude.
But
thanks again for coming on, man. I super appreciate it. If you guys need any custom work done, hit my boy up, Kevin. He'll do anything, no matter what it takes. Sissy bars, molding. If you need some molding done, he's the only person I know that will voluntarily do molding on a gas tank. Seriously.
Yeah, I'm a glutton for punishment, I guess. I gotta fucking, I don't know, I hate myself. I gotta fucking do something.
Self-flagellation. Yeah, I deserve this. But, dude, awesome talking to you. Stick around. I'm going to send these people off into their fucking weekend. Until next week, lowlives. Get in the fucking garage. Get in trouble. Have fun. Don't you ever stop chopping.
Deadbeat Customs. Steve over at Deadbeat Customs is about grassroots motorcycle riders who take it upon themselves to build and customize their bike. They offer parts for all Harley-Davidson models and also custom parts for choppers, bobbers, trackers, and cafe racers. When it comes to building a custom motorcycle, they carry the best brands available. Go visit their brick and mortar store in Tewksbury, Mass, or at deadbeatcustoms.com. Remember, enter Lowlife at checkout and save some loot. Stay Strong Co. Sean Luke has been sent down from the heavens to bless us lowlifes with the greatest motherfucking hot sauce in the world. Sweet heat baby Jesus in the white pants heralds a message from God himself. This hot sauce is for your food. Keep it off your butthole. The shits, and the hotter than hellfire lowlife chopper sauce. Go to staystrongco.org today and grab yourself the holy trinity of hot sauces. Oxford Co. Choppers. Chris is the original bad boy from Oxford, Connecticut. From frame restoration and repair to handlebars and hardtails. Hard parts for hard men. His hardtails are expertly TIG welded and installed in-house. Made of USA-made steel, cast axle plates, he is your man for the hardest shit to hit the East Coast since Hurricane Bob. Find him on Instagram at oxfordco.choppers. Steel City Blacksmithing. Josh specializes in handcrafted steel work right outside of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Anything from custom motorcycle parts to hammers and tomahawks. Don't get it twisted. If it can be twisted, he's twisting it. Check him out at steelcityblacksmithing.com today.